Today, this morning stream, trying to watch The Directors of Disaster. I'm so sorry. And I also accidentally left the stream up for like an hour and a half afterwards doing nothing, which is fantastic. Professional streamer am I. Alright, so here's the skinny. Today we're going to be bouncing once again back and forth between streaming and finishing up some cleaning. Most of the thing that I've done most of the work already, but I didn't want to delay the stream any longer because I don't know when my wife's going to be back. And I mean, I'm sure she wouldn't mind if I was streaming, especially because I've done a lot of cleaning today. But just wanted to go ahead and try and get something in there. So while we are here, go and smash like. I already see that there's 2 likes on stream. Thanks so much. We're gonna try and keep that up, move that number up. Anyway, so we're going to get into finishing the Chuck split today, because the Chuck split, I now have every mon on every team that I want. Assuming my screen wants to scroll. There we go. And I'm actually really freaking proud of these teams, especially some of the later ones. So we're going to take a peek at them and kind of go from there. So without any further ado, bam. As anticlimactic. There we go. Decides to move. Alright, so you'll take a look and see. We are into the sand route first. And there's a little bitty gauntlet. Then the gauntlet ends and we're still in sand. Still in sand. Then you get to fight this fun team of what looks like unmons. And then you got Chris and all of them. Whew, gross team. Then we hit rain. And these rain teams are actually pretty freaking cool. I'm pretty dang proud of them, not gonna lie. Also, I added a Duraludon on here just so I could have an Archaludon later into the rain route. Then we've got this whole set of teams. Again, I'm really proud of these teams. This one's really cool. And this one's fun. It's the Dry Skin Water Absorb team. And then, oh, this is going to be a gross team to face. Yucine seems pretty nasty. This team is something this battle is going to be tough. I'm really proud of it. It's the only battle in the gym. I wanted it to be hard. Holy crap, that is such a good team. Alright, so we're going to start off up top. Because now we're into the realm where everything is going to be basically in having some of the best moves that this thing can have. So for example, Shadow Ball. Oh, hello, Caps Lock. I didn't realize you were on today. Shadow Ball, Earth Power. Do a little shore up. You're going to have. I'm going to say you're going to have Rock Slide, Stellar Rock, Close Combat, Drill Run, Earth Power, Psychic, Ice Beam, Shore Up. Ah, there you go. It's got to be typed just right or it won't fit into the data. Anyway, so that's, let's fix these items too. Let's give you a Citrus Berry, Modest, Jolly, with a Life Orb, because that's gross. Sand Veil. This is where we're finally going to have some Sand Veil. Some of these we're gonna have very few of these, but some of them are just gonna be some Sand Veil nastiness. You're gonna have to bring your zoom lens or a wide lens. You have both. You will have both by the time you get here. So you'll have to plan it out. I'm not gonna give. If I have a Sand Veil on, I'm not giving it a bright powder though. I'm not that scumbag. It's gross. It's disgusting. I hate it. I will give you a Mystic Water. Give you a Pasho Berry. Give you a Life Orb for Terranite. You're going to be Yachi Berry. Jolly. Stealth Rock, Dragon Claw. Not Claws, Claw. Earthquake. Stone Edge. Vicious Rend. Psychic Fangs. Earthquake, and Crunch. You're going to have Weather Ball. No, you're not. You're going to have Flare Blitz, Stone Edge, Earthquake, Explosion. Jolly. Jolly on you. Adamant on you. Adamant on you. Return. Play rough. Crunch. Retaliate. Wrong. Stomping Tantrum. Wood Hammer. Earthquake. Stone Edge. No, we're gonna Head Smash over Stone Edge. Head Smash and our first Shell Smasher. This is gonna be a Shell Smash split. It's gonna be gross. It's gonna be nasty. Spikes. Spiky Shield. Sing Zap. Iron Head. Magic Art Life Orb. Focus Sash. Nope. I'm gonna give you a what's it called? Sheath. Jolly, Timid. Sorry, I'm hearing sound. Psychic Wind Drill. Ice Beam. Falmont, gonna give you Tailwind. Then we're gonna have Leaf Blade, X Scissor, Stone Cutter. No, yeah, Stone Cutter. Like a Stone Cutter? Yeah. Sword Dance. Have fun beating this. Anaconda Knight. Adamant. Focus Sash. Here we go. The Long Rush. Yes, I purposely didn't give him Dragon Darts just yet. Dragon Rush is still gonna hurt like a mess, but okay. You're going to have Close Combat, your Mash, and Headbutt, Earthquake, Sword Stance. Don't want Focus Sash on you, don't want Rifle, Jolly, Timid, Overheat, Nasty Plot, Bolt. Overheat, Hex, Thunderbolt, Will-O-Wisp, there we go. And then our Feared on Fan, which I wanted to bring back. I don't care what anybody says. It's nasty and it claims at least one mom most of the time. It's 30 plus Shell Bell. Means Endeavor will always heal it back to full. And Ice Strike can kill. It's really gross, actually. Okay, ability for you is going to be Rough Skin. I do Gavel Power, but we're not going to go there just yet. Stone Hammer. Self-Rock, Glare. Dragon Hammer. Iterator. Take out. Close Combat. Not knockoff, we're going to go with Rock Slide, U-Turn. Take a Drain. Earth Power, Wind Power, Rock, Spore, Surgeons, Surgeons. This is all about the team that can recover health pretty much. Okay, you. Liquidation, Earthquake, Stone Edge, Flip Turn. There we go, that should do it. Okay, get you. Citrus Berry, Salt Grass, Yachi Berry, Window Berry. Feels pretty straightforward. Adamant, Careful, I'm going to go Careful instead. Jolly, Timid, Adamant. There we go. This one's already done, which is kind of nasty actually. This one, Doubles Team. Both of these are going to be Levitate. Okay, let's see. You're going to be Sand Rush, Sand Force, Veil. You Yachi Berry, Pasho Berry, Beery Berry, Life Orb, Airlimb. Clarity, Pulse, Earth Power, Power Gem, Thunderbolt. You, we're gonna have Noodle Arm, not Sucker. Yeah, this will be a knockoff team. Knockoff, 1,000 Arrows, Sucker. What are the swords there? Funny. Going to have Moonblast. Oh, Dazzling Gleam. Dazzling Gleam, Power Gem, Earth Power, Ice Beam. Nope, you're gonna have Weather Ball. You're gonna have Slayer Blitz, Rock Slide, Hopping Tantrum, Wind Headbutt, Dual Wing Beat, 5 horsepower, Sky Uppercut, Force Dance. Actually, we can give him Acrobatics. That way, you have to think whether you want to pop the berry or not. Modest, Adamant, Adamant, oh. Modest, Jolly, Jolly. There you go. Gross and nasty. It's fun. All right, into Chris's team, which is actually going to need some thinking. So first off, you're kidding. An air balloon. You're kidding. Focus Sash. You're getting an electric seed. You're getting a life orb. You're getting an assault vest. Zip light. You will be timid. Modest, adamant, timid, adamant, jolly. Let's go with this. First is going to build Septile set. Pretty easy. Leaf blade, dual chop, sacred sword, sword stance, liquidation, ice punch, play rough, aqua jet. The set stays the same pretty well just because it's that strong. Polarity pulse, rising voltage. What in the hell's happening? Hidden power. Ground? That would be the only thing that really hits. I mean, we go hidden power water, I guess. Rising voltage hits almost everything. Hidden power water might do better though. Nah, we'll go hidden power ground. Clarity pulse hits almost everything that it doesn't want to touch. And then we've got Mirror Rush for priority. Okay, you're gonna have Thunderbolt. Dazzling Gleam. Grass Knot. Hidden Power Ice. Nope, Ether. Rising Voltage. Psychic. Surf. Full Switch. Dire Claw. Close Combat. Acrobatics. Third Chop. The only sort of setup mom we're having on this team is Septile, just so that we have it a little balanced. Giving 3 setup moms would be stupid, so especially with this only being we're going into Gym 5. So let's keep it, let's dial it back. We have to dial it back a little bit. Ability Custody Rain Dish, Speed Boost, Lightning Rod, Forecast. Now we're into rain, so we have to think like rain, thunder, weather ball, signal beam, full switch, hydro pump, death toll, ice beam, toxic spikes. Steel Gash, Crunch, Close Combat, Protect, Weather Ball, Thunder, All Mine, Hidden Power Ice, I believe, what we need to be. To hit anything that, yeah, hit at least neutrally for most things. So let's see, you're gonna have Black Sludge, giving you an air balloon. You're gonna have Citrus Berry. You're going to have a Life Orb. Timid, Jolly, Timid, Modest. There we go. It seems like most of these teams are coming out really quick, but it's because I thought that, I mean, obviously I put the mons in place ahead of time, so I already know what I wanted. I just have to go and actually put it down. So it's not like this didn't take a lot of time, because it really did. Adaptability, huge power, levitate, block and berry, then do a berry, and pop a berry. Especially because these are the Gen 7 super rares, so. Timid, Jolly, Timid, Hurricane, Hydro Pump, Ice Beam, Roost, Dragon Dance, Aqua Tail, Earthquake, and Headbutt, Hydra, Pump, Wave, Thunder, X. Okay. Barbs, Doppelberry, Sassy, Gyro Ball, Power Whip, Spell Bra, Explosion, Thunder, Weather Ball, Hosier, Air Balloon, Modest, Power. Here we go, Chilling Cry, Explosion, Swift, Swift Swim, Berry, Adamant, Crunch, Liquidation, Barb, Barrage, Explosion. There's a theme with this team. Liquidation. There we go. Yeah, Punch, Rain, Punch, 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 Bulk Up, Adamant, Swift, Swim, Glove. Yeah. Fist, Levitate, the Launcher, Rodian, Swift Swim, Item, Punching Bluff, Jolly, good. Thunder Punch on this one for now. Green Punch, Ice Punch, Switch, Thunder, Pulse, Heat, Storm. There we go. Thunder Wave, Polarity Pulse, Electro Shot, Dragon Pulse, Dark Pulse, Surf, Ice Beam, Dark Pulse, U-Turn. Nice volt switch. Got Liquidation, Stone Edge, Earthquake, Ice Fang. White Herb, Salt Vest, Life Orb, Red Eye, Timid, 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 Advent. Pretty gross team. That's one of my favorite ones though. This team is really nasty. Not as crazy as this one though. This one's crazy and not as crazy as this setup. Oh my gosh. Almost done though. Okay, so Illuminate. This was fun. I wanted an Illuminate team. Illuminate. So once again. Sure, what's up, James? Thanks for popping in. What's your question? Blizzard, Thunder, and Psychic. Light herb, modest, light orb, timid, cobbleberry, jolly. You know what? No, go Roselli berry. That's most of the reason why, because one, because it takes a lot of art assets to get those guys in, and I don't really have those on me at the moment. But the other issue is because there's 16 gyms in the game already. That's the majority of why. I did consider it though, but I'm actually still having optional trainers in, as you'll see. Let me put it. I'm gonna have some optional trainers to unlock things like megastones and other items, so they're definitely still gonna exist. It's just a matter of instead of you having to find a new gym leader from another region, it's just fighting a random trainer. Speaking of, I need to put these in. I need to build these teams. We'll do that as the last thing. So we'll do Chuck, Jasmine, Price, Cynthia, Victory Road, and then we'll do the optional trainers, and we'll be done. All right, so let's see. This one is going to be a. What is the? What is this thing's ability? Shell armor. White herb on you too. Jolly. No, skill link. That's what it was. Skill link. Go with liquidation. Festival spear. And let's see. Let me go see. Oh, rock blast. That's what it was. There. Cool. Abilities. Steam powered. Swift swim. Swift swim. Volt absorb. Gonna be a. It's very modest. Self rock. The skull. No steam rocking. And we'll do flamethrower, and we'll do earth power. Surf. Nope. Hydro pump. Psychic. Ice beam. Aqua jet. Crash. Liquidation. Close combat. Aqua jet. Thunder. Hurricane. Weather ball. Roost. Yachi berry. Timid. Salt vest. And then light orb. Modest. Yeah. I spent a. I did consider adding in more gym leaders, but it's like at the same time, it's really honestly, I'm trying not to make it as much of a. I hate to point a finger, but I don't want it to be as much of a copycat of Red as Emerald Imperium was. I kind of wanted to still steer towards my own thing. Dancer. Water absorb. Levitate. Lightning rod. Revelation dance. Hurricane. Weather ball. Quiver dance. Yes, we're going to put that in there. Thunder. Giga Drain. Actually, we might go wild charge, train punt, crunch, U-turn. They're gonna be the box art legendaries, and this is gonna be later. This isn't gonna be this update, but they're going to end up being like side quest style things, so almost DLCs. It's gonna be a while for that because I still haven't quite planned it out yet. But I do want to have them be like side quests, so you can go exploring some more, find some more things, and find those mods. They're gonna be post red though, so you're gonna have to wait till after you beat red to get those side quests available. But still, that's kind of the plan. Liquidation. Liquidation. Ice. Earthquake. Yawn. Recover. Yeah, me neither. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. Thunder. Fake out. Uh, Weather ball. Grass knot. Ability. Water compaction. Hey. Swift swim. Levitate. Magic bounce. Pretty sure that's what I gave Megan Polly. Go with Stealth Rock, Thunder, Thunder, Power, Volt Switch. Yeah, the game is still able to play. This is just what I'm modifying now is going to be the new update that's probably going to be out in a couple days or so, if I can get this done. Thunder, Blizzard, Power, Water, Massive Fake Out, Surf, no, we're going to Hydro Pump, Energy Ball, Ice Beam. Dragon Pulse, Dark Pulse, Flash Cannon. Ugh. Nancy Ball on YouTube. I'm gonna go Surf, Polarity Pole, Ice Beam, Boost. You're gonna be Citrus Berry. I pop a berry on you again. Light Orb, Roselli Berry, Napoleonite. Nature here is gonna be sassy, timid, modest, timid, modest. Good lord, this thing's only by try. Alright, Brass Team. This is fun. Water Absorb, Serene Grace. Good luck, everybody. Nah, I think we're gonna go super luck. Scope Lens practically guarantees crits. Air Slash. Dazzling Gleam. Spear. Thunder Wave. Fake Out. Death Pull. Now we go Poison Jab. Close. Combat. Rock. Slide. That's my wife calling. Hold on just a minute, friends. Okay, I am back. Quickly, answering questions. I do have a couple new megas in the works. We actually have one in this update coming. It'll be Mega Flygon. Have fun. Um, we are. I'm looking to eventually add the Johto starters megas if they get. If I can find someone to help me do art. But at that point, yeah, that so far I have Mega Flygon added to the game, but getting the other ones will be a bit longer. And to answer the last question, is everything's fine? We're just actually talking through switching over our healthcare stuff. I'm starting a new job tomorrow. So with that, I'm actually going to split out again for just a minute, make a quick phone call, and I should be back to finish out the rest of this split, and then probably just continue from there. So I'll put the BRB screen back up, or I'll put the BRB screen up for now, unless you guys just want to. Which would you prefer? Do you want me to leave this screen up here where you can see the teams, or do you want me to? Yeah, you know what? I'll leave this scene up for now, and then I'll be back in just a bit. Yeah, I thought it wouldn't take too long. Apparently, I had to leave a message this time around, which is okay, but also sucks. Um, okay, so back to this. This Jinx is going to be the nasty mon. Okay, we're gonna go with freeze, dry, Psy Strike, weather ball, nasty plot. Good luck beating this thing. This thing is gonna be gross because it's paired up with this stupid toxic rogue. I'm actually really proud of this team, by the way. It's really funny. Um, Thunder, Surf, Hyper, Voice. Hey Zed, thanks for popping in, bud. I'm doing pretty good. We're working on updating Grueling Gold actually. So we've got a good bit of trainers to go. We're going to be updating the whole thing across the board. Going to have making sure that we have documentation for all the normal mode and hard and expert trainers. So everything's going pretty good. So how are you doing? Thanks for popping in. Let's see, what do you? Oh, let's get you Grass Knot. Let's do Liquidation. Stomping Tantrum. Ice Punch. Rock Slide. There we go. Window Berry. Jolly. Throat Spray. Timid. Oh. Life Orb. Timid. Focus Sash. Nah. We're gonna go with Jolly here. Okay, that should do it. Golly, this is gonna be so gross. Ah, this team is nasty, and I love it so much. This is the team, though. That's actually really gross. Storm Drain. Swift Swim. Tinted Lens. Shell Armor. Swift Swim. Oh, that up. Two more. Oh, you're gonna be Sassy Nature. You're going to be Adamant. Timid for you. Modest. Adamant. And then you're going to be Go Giga Drain. Yeah, I've heard HG Engine is getting some decent updates here pretty soon. Or not soon, but it's gotten some pretty decent changes. So it's actually pretty good. So it brought Earth Power. I've never actually delved into the actual ROM hacking scene. It's a lot harder on my end, just because my computer is kind of a dumpster. So actually, RPG Maker is easier for me to work with. But yeah, I think that's really cool. I saw that you were streaming that earlier. I popped in and yeah, this is gonna be the this is the trainer docs. I'm updating all the trainers, and the player can use this to locate all their items. Yeah, you can locate items, you can locate megastones. I mean, the whole deal is laid out here. And I'm going to have a separate setup for normal mode. Yeah, this is all what the player is going to be seeing as far as the trainers. This is going to be Wave Crash, Last Respect, Quick Turn. I don't think I want to go Wave Crash just yet. Let's go Liquidation. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I used to do ROM hacking on the on GBA stuff way back in the day, before they had the freaking CRFU or whatever it is, or CFRU. I never had that stuff. That was like hardcore old school stuff. Hurricane, Esper, Wing, Psychic. Yeah, scripting is scripting is the thing that I look forward, that I like doing a lot. So, 10 power ground, and what else does this thing get? Yeah, there's a lot of tools for this stuff, and I actually started on a ROM hack of Pokemon Platinum a while ago. I was just gonna do a simple Platinum Kaizo setup, but I kind of want to go in, and I've seen somebody is modifying the AI in there, and I want to dive in and kind of eventually learn how to do that. Because AI is kind of my favorite thing to mess with. Liquidation, Earthquake, Ice Punch, Bulk Up, Dragon Pulse, Polarity, Thunder. And actually, RPG Maker's been probably the easiest one to learn. The code in and of itself is pretty self-explanatory. Like, I mean, I've spent a long time learning this code, but even then, you can look at it and you can kind of figure out what it means after a little bit. So, for example, take a look at this over here. Let's go to the Grueling Gold scripts. Um, so like even something just as simple as where are we? This is my Grueling Gold setup here, but I mean, you can do something as simple as like I don't know. It's a hard to explain. It's a hard thing to explain. But like here we go. Let's go through at something I added some new abilities. So for example, you can go in and add a here we go. An ability that boosts or here's how I coded special, huge power. Like it's right there. It's just if it's a special move, you multiply the attack power by 2. That's it. That's it. Like you can look through and see how one thing is made, and copy it and reuse it, and then just modify a little bit here and there to make it so that it does what you want it to do for the change. It's like I took the huge power one and just changed it to special instead of physical. That's it. And that's how you make a special huge power. Trash shield was a funny one to put together. But yeah, just stuff like that. So let's see, what else do I want you to have? I picked you acid armor. Empower ground. That's good on that thing. I started out with like a couple of tutorials. It wasn't anything like. Actually, the best place to start I've found is a guy called Thundaga. He has this whole tutorial series on RPG Maker. It makes it super simple. It's really, really easy to follow, and he teaches very, very well. So I would, Ty, what's up, man? Thanks for popping in. Yeah, he's a good place to start. I started doing this before he made those tutorials, but even then, I looked at him just to get some help because it's very, very, very helpful, very informative, and super simple to follow. We are nearly done with the Chuck split, Ty. Working on last minute or last set for this thing. Let's go Sludge Wave here, and then you can be. I would give you Heat Wave, but it doesn't help in the rain. I don't want to go. Let's go Shadow Ball. Silly me. There we go. Item: Citrus Berry, Lumberry, Yachi Berry, Shuffleberry, Swampert. Alright, there. Alright, we're through the entire ring route. Now we just gotta do Usine and this battle. And oh my gosh, this battle is my favorite build I've done in this whole split. And it looks disgusting and it's fantastic. Well, first, let's do Usine. So, first he's got Psychic Surge on this thing. Composure. Sturdy. Giving you Photosynthesis for balance, because we're not going to have you have Legend Armor, that's just gross. Giving you Clear Body, giving you Libero. Let's go and go with Standing Force. Dazzling Gleam. Thunder Wave. And now we can go Dark Void. So good Dark Void. Yeah, that's the thing. Frost somehow seems to nuzlocke this like every time. It's really gross. Thunderbolt. Let's go. Energy Ball. Chilling Cry. Explosion. Thunderbolt. Allergic Pulse. Mirror Rush. explosion. I like having explosion mons. No, I don't want explosion mon. I don't want him to be. Actually, I kind of do. Dragon Pulse. Hydro Steam. Flamethrower. Flip Turn. Dragon Darts. Hex Cannon. Steel Wing. U-Turn. Pyro Ball. High Jump Kick. Then Headbutt. No. As far as I know, I'm not doing illegal moves. Yeah, no problem, Zed. Thanks for popping in. I really appreciate you hanging out. Yeah, as far as I know, I'm not doing illegal movesets. If I can't, obviously aside from like hidden power, but I'm giving everything hidden power anyway. I can't think of. I believe Hypno actually gave Dark Void, so that is that's not an illegal moveset. If it doesn't have it, I'm giving it to it. I wanted to give it to it anyway. Hypno. Yes, the player will get Inner Focus Weavile. Yes, it does get Dark Void. Yeah, yeah. Archer's a bit brutal. But yeah. Also, yeah, this whole team's gonna be nasty. Item. Bruh, I'm lagging. Why? Okay. Expanding Force, Dazzling, Dark Void, and no, I'm not gonna use Slack Off. I'm gonna give you Shadow Ball. Actually, I think give you Psychic Seed because nothing else in this team benefits from that anyway. Hestat Berry, Modest, Life Orb, Timid, Modest, Booster Energy. First one of the game. I mean, to be fair, you might be right, but it's also it's gonna be fun to see how people plan for it. Timid, Culber, Berry, Jolly, Cinderite, Jolly, Sucker Punch. There we go. Okay, that's New Scenes team. Last team. Now, I spent a lot of time thinking up just the roster. So, it's because I had a lot of things in mind here. I mean, it's going to be pretty fun. Honestly, I don't think this is going to be as hard as it looks. These teams are tight, but like, I'm changing the encounters to make sure that it works. So we're not just going to be struggling with, oh crap, I've got nothing to handle this team. No, you're going to have it. It's just whether you use it or not. It's going to be the challenge. Unnerve plus Intimidate. Oh man, I'm so happy about this. Pure Power. Magic Guard. Skill Link. Yeah, this game's only getting harder, but also at the same time it's getting more balanced. So it's gonna feel harder, but it's not gonna be harder. Yeah, Bura messaged me earlier, and he was on stream a couple days ago. Misty Surge. Oh my gosh, that's so disgusting, and I love it so much. All right, let's go with that. Item is going to be Berry, Jolly Nature, Crunch, High Horsepower, Box Slide, Fire Fang. I want Misty Surge, or I want to be able to Skull Burn things. We're not going to Skull Burn things. We're going to go with Bouncy Bubble. Bouncy Bubble, Moon Blast. Not Moon Blast, that's only for Miltank. Icy Wind. Flip Turn. Fake Out. Rock Slide. I've got the back sprites for all the G-Max mons. I do appreciate that. I do have all those back sprites though. Um, yeah, that's the challenge of balancing encounters and routes. Basically, what I do is I build the account. Okay, so first I build the boss fights in this split area. So for example, in this split, I built Chuck, I built Ucine, and I built Chris all first. Then I went through and I designed the encounters. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is you build the gym leaders and the bosses first. Then you build the encounters to make sure that they can handle all of those. And then you go around and build the trainers in between to handle to challenge the encounters that you got. Does that make sense? So like for example, if I'm getting these, I'm gonna make sure that we've got available psychic types and available ground types to handle this team. I'm also gonna make sure that we have available fairy types and some available, more available ground types. Honestly, that's the thing. I would make sure that you have enough of those available within this split and in between the fights leading up to it to make sure that you've got the resources. Then after that, you turn around and say, okay, these trainers in between, now we're going to make them test whether or not whether you can use those mods that are meant to beat those bosses by having them basically beat the. Yeah, it's a tough balance. It took me a while to figure that out too. Um, so I would used to go put all the encounters in and then put all the trainers in. No, you start with the trainers and work backwards. That way you actually get all the things that you need. Let's see, let's give you Drain Punch and Poison Jab. Iron Head. Brave Bird. Tailwind. Bruce. Heat Wave. Psychic. Dazzling Gleam. Yeah, exactly. It's disgusting. It's gross, and I love it so much because this team is really nasty. We're gonna go with a close combat, Dim, Missile, Rock Blast, and Trailblaze here. And this is gonna have Grass Knot as its last move. This is a disgustingly terrifying team. Yeah, I agree. That's see what I do exactly. I map almost the entire thing first. Then I place my trainers. Then I plan my trainers. Then I put in the encounters. That way my encounters match what I have sitting here. And then I'm not just gonna send out a bunch of busted stuff and say, oh crap, I don't have any mons to fight this. You're gonna have leftovers. You're gonna have Metachemite, obviously. And you're going to be Citrus Berry. You're going to be Life Orb. You're going to be Heracronite. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, and that's the best way I've found to do it. This is after lots of experience of me doing it the other way. So, um, see, this is going to be Careful Nature. This is going to be Timid. This is going to be Jolly as well. Tower Split's done. Oh, man, that was disgusting. Ooh, okay. What a build. Ooh, look at these teams. Yes, I'm doing the fun Sludge Wave Earthquake spam with Excadrill Crobat out here again because I like doing it, Tag Gummit. It's funny. Oh, I don't want an extra mon here. I want that guy to just be 4. Okay, so that's set. And now we're going to look, double check, make sure my encounters are fine, but they should be. Um, yeah, that's the other thing. Thank you, Ty. That's a very good point. Having testers is so vital to making sure that it works right. Because what I usually would do is I would set out patches. And so I start with the first gym split. Say, all right, I've got this set up. Let's test it. Make sure that you can actually successfully beat it, but it's still be challenging. If it's too challenging, if it's too difficult, you're not writing encounters, you can go back and change the encounters. If the trainers are too easy, you can change the trainers. But and that's why I do it progressively along the way instead of doing what I'm doing with Grueling Gold right now. I'm just going gung ho, do the whole thing, and then having to go and change everything all at once. So I'm thinking I might actually do a little play test of beta testers here with this up to the split. Now that means I've got to add in a few. I've got to fix these encounters here because yeah, that would be I didn't want to have Axew or Poniard there. It's too early for those things. They would make actually I think Axew and Poniard wouldn't be bad here. But having Dreepy here was bad. That's what it was. What do I want to put here instead of Dreepy? I can put Dino. That's not bad. That could help to. You're still going to deal with having something that fast that early. It's a bit difficult. Actually, Dreepy sucks that early. At least, freaking Dino has hustle. Actually, I might just leave it like that. That should be fine. I'm gonna check that encounter table to make sure it's right. Encounters. It's Cherry Grove City. Dreepy, Axew, Poniard. Okay, yes, Poniard. Okay, good. All right. All right. I just want to make sure, because honestly, most of the encounters I have here already work, so it's not gonna like suck to use these mods. I am going to have to add some fight. I have to change the encounters in particularly for Route 36 and Route 35, because they were designed to get you through originally to get you through Dark Cave, but now they're gonna have to be used to help you get you through Whitney, which is a different thing altogether. The Well Under Depths, Azalea Town, Ilex Forest. Yeah, see, everything here is fine. We can roll with this. Route 34 don't need to change because you won't have access to after beating Bugsy anyway. Goldenrod City, I believe we can keep it as is too. Yeah, because you can get Shelter, Clamper. Actually, that's really solid early game. Having Shelter or Clamper there early for Old Rod, I don't think that's terrible. Route 35. We're gonna have to change some of this, a good bit of this up actually. So we're actually going to remove all of these. Yeah. Yeah. That's funny. But yeah, that's the thing is I'm trying to make it that's the thing with expert mode is you only get one egg. And so it's going to be challenging to run that direction. Let's see. All right, so let's get these set up. First off, what are the old rod encounters here? Magikarp and Quillfish. Ah, good. That's what I wanted. Magikarp and Quillfish there. National Park, we're gonna have to change because you're not getting access to that. You're getting access to that earlier. So we're gonna change it to be stuff that can handle Faulkner. Because it's your only other encounter besides Sprout Tower. Sprout Tower staying the same though. Okay, then this route is usually psychic types, which normally would be pretty okay. But I don't want it to be that. I want it to be fighting types now. Well, that's the thing. Hard mode is just expert mode with max IVs and access to more eggs. That's it. I mean, that's up to you. All right, so let's add in some fighting types here. That's fair. See, I prefer to do expert mode because I can. I played Run and Button, and I'm actually still playing Run and Button. I still have a run going. I just haven't touched it in months, but it's because I'm at well, I'm at the 8th gym. I have a run going, and I have not beaten it yet, but I also haven't lost on this run, so I'm trying to get there, but I haven't. I I know my limits on that too. I'm taking a break, but anywho, so let's go with grass for Route 36 because you can get tab bulb here in water encounter, or I actually want to go for here. I want to have Dynamo or tab bulb because Magikarp you can catch somewhere else, like on the next route, Route 35. So let's go ahead and get those. Let's do Route 36 first. Let's get a bunch of fighting types. So let's think. I want Tyrogue to be low, just because I know how busted the Hitmons are, because you can get them all before, or you can evolve it before you fight Whitney. I'm actually going to change it back to level 20 for the Evo because of the fact that you can get it, just for the fact that you can get it, Tyrogue. Yeah, normally it's 15. I changed it to 15 before, but now I want it to be 20. So you'll have to use rare candy on it because the level cap is 19. Yeah, on the route to least Tinted Art, yeah, 31. Yeah, I'm probably gonna change the encounters there too, just to make it more interesting. So, for example, we're going to go with probably gonna add some fire types to that route actually. What is on Route 32 or Route 30 currently, or 31? Is it 31? Yeah, I think it's 31. Let's check it out. Route 31. Yeah. That's the thing is, you don't always get lucky with the Magikarp there. That's Violet City. You can get, oh, you can get Chinchou in 31 as well. But yeah, no, I can see where a lot of stuff here is pretty decent though. I'd probably remove Ledio and Spinarak and the Wurmples. I actually really like the mons that are here, but specifically because Picky Peck is so dang good. Like literally, Picky Peck is broken this early. I was gonna say that's the thing. Whitney being first makes it so that you may want to get one of those. So I actually like the encounters that are there. I'm gonna leave them, but particularly for Route 35, or sorry, Route 36, I need to put some fightings here. So we're going to put Machop, here, Farfetch'd. No, we're gonna go Makuhita. Okay, then we'll do a Mankey, Scraggy. This will make you have to decide between your let's see if we can go Palmy. We'll do another Makuhita. Do another Machop. Dadgummit, man, I hit my dang fat fingers. Okay. Machop. Okay, now we can go with a yeah, exactly. That's the I was gonna say that's the other thing is yeah, I'm thinking through that too. Sometimes it's a little more challenging to think of that, but really if you want to do that, you'll have the resources to do it either way. But I do have that set up to where you can do a little bit better of that. So for example, like here, this palmy is only at 10%. So you would have to get you'd have to get pretty lucky with palmy. I think it was 20, 20, 20, 20, or 20, 20, 10, 10, 10, 10, 5, 5, 4, 1, something like that. I don't remember the percentages exactly, but anyway, what are some other fighting types? Let's think. We can go with a far-fetched Galler. Make that. Or I can go far-fetched and far-fetched Galler. Because far-fetched regular is kind of dumpster. But I made it fighting type, so we can at least work with that. So there's another fighting flying type, which is fun. Let's see. Go with a. I don't want to go shroomish, but I kind of do. Truth. Thank you. Krogunk. Krogunk's a good shout. We're not putting Sneasel Hisui out here yet because yeah, and that's also for the older versions of particularly like things like essentials. In this I can actually choose what my percentages are, so it's not like super challenging. But I think the way I have it set up currently. Let's think. What else? What other fighting types? You go phalanx. And we can go with the last mod of like. Actually, I'm gonna put Tyrogue up here. And you know what? We will put Sneasel up there. Tyrogue. Good shout again with Pancham. I like it. Let's put Pancham here instead of Machop or Makuhita. Clobbopus. Then we'll put yes, Pangoat. Yeah, that's the thing with ROM hacking that makes it harder for me is I can't be it's not as customizable in my personal opinion. I'm sure things have changed now, but still it's a little harder in my experience. Sneasel. Hisui. There. Thrower's Talk before Gen 1 would be really tough. They're both really strong. Especially for just fighting Whitney, who's only fairy in this particular instance, is a Jigglypuff. So we're not gonna give you the leverage to completely destroy her. But we are gonna give you the leverage to at least handle her. So Route 36 will give you these fighting types. I like Sneasel because it's just strong enough. Yes, I am. It makes it easier for me to plan them out, and if I need to if I look back over it and go, okay, I need to change it, then I can. Also, having Mankey and Scraggy, Farfetch'd and Farfetch'd Galar being the swap to between gives you reasons to look for both day or night, or to have to decide between day and night. It makes it a little more challenging, I think, because I would personally want, if I wanted to go day or night, day sways me with Mankey, night sways me with Farfetch'd. Galar in particular. Let's see, then we're going to turn around and go to National Park is after this, because 35 we need to have something else to handle. I might just copy those encounters. Yeah, I think I'm going to copy those encounters, but instead of putting Yeah, it's just been, yeah, honestly, that's the thing about this. I've been doing this a super long time. So documentation helps a lot, especially when you have like a particular setup or like a template. So I mean, I can pass you this one if you want. It's not anything crazy, and it uses the graphics from Grueling Gold to that you can pull. So you just type in the name like you see here, and it'll pull up their graphic here. And you can modify like, okay, you want this to say percentage or whatever, then sure. Okay, so I think we're gonna have it be the same. That way we can land two good fighting types. Now, granted, you have to put them up in the box as soon as you get them, but at least you'll have them. And after that, you can use them again for like probably Chuck's gym, definitely for price. You just have to learn to preserve your mods, and we'll have to go from there. So now we're gonna have some electric, and yeah, I was gonna say I definitely recommend building your documentation because it'll help you plan things out better. And then when you go into actually putting the game together, you already have a direction. That's why I actually like to map first before I do anything else. Because if I get the entire map put together, then I can turn around and plan where I place things instead of saying, "Oh, I've got all these things I need to place, but I only have," and now I got to think of, "Oh, where I'm going to put on the map or whatever." Instead, I've got a whole map set up already, and I can think through, okay, what things can I put in these places that I know already exist. So it's the same in my mind. It equates to the same thing as documentation. I build my documentation first, then put them into the game. And I actually have my documentation coded in such a way for my particular stuff, so that I have code in here that I insert the data or insert the information that I want in here, and it translates into code over here that I can then copy into my stuff. So I thought this whole thing through. Like I have all this code in here that just I copy paste into my scripts, and then it adds the stuff in for me. So, or at least I only have to do very, very slight modifications, if any. It makes it really, really easy to follow through. And I need to go through and actually add the code here for the encounters, which I can do for my hegemony scripts or my documentation from that later. So, but now let's plan out National Park, and then we should be done with the encounters there. Everything else I'm pretty pleased with as far as how encounters go. Like I kind of I kind of thought through everything else. You should have quite a few dark types at this point. Um, actually, we can add in some dark types and some electric types in this place. So first, let's put a Shinx in. Okay, then we'll go with a. What else? I actually want to put a very low Toga to Maru. And actually, I will be right back. I'm gonna go check on Sabi real quick. Yeah, I thought she went quiet. She's asleep, which is good. She needed a nap. Alright, so let's plan out these other electric types. We can go with a. Let's put a Pikachu up here. Let's go with a. Probably saying to put a Magnemite. And then we're gonna put Magnemite low, because again, electric and steel is just really solid for this first gym. Okay, awesome, cool. Sorry, just got an email from my new job. So cool. So it's coming UPS. I can track it. Fantastic. That's all I wanted to know. Great. At least I've got my stuff. Or at least it's coming.
Okay, some Shelby, not too bad.
Alright, so anyway, let's continue. To add a couple dark types in, because we're going to need some for Morty. Add a. And there's my wife. Just a minute, guys. Alright, guys, I'm going to scoot.